Hi everyone, it's Coach Fred here, and I'm making this video to go over a couple of questions from a recent review sheet on linear equations. And this question, I think, really just, you know what to do, but the language of the question, you really have to understand what is being asked of you. It says, rewrite the following equations in standard form, okay, in standard form. So stop there for a second. Hopefully you're remembering that standard form means it's in the form ax plus by equals c. That's standard form of a linear function or linear equation. A and b are integer coefficients, okay? So it says rewrite the following equations in standard form with integer coefficients. And I think that word might throw you. Integer just means a positive or negative whole number. Coefficient means the number in front of the variable. All right, so if I want to rewrite these in standard form, I need to get the x and y on one side and the number, because c is just a plain old number, on the other side, and I can't have any fractions. All right, so the first thing I'd want to do is add 3/4 x to the other side. So I'm going to add it to both sides. So that gives me 3/4 x plus 1/2 y equals -6. Okay, so you can kind of see that it's almost in the form ax plus by equals c, except the numbers, the coefficients, so the numbers in front of your variables, have to be whole numbers. They have to be integers. So to do that, I have to clear fractions. To clear the fractions, you're going to multiply both sides of the equation by the lowest common denominator, which in this case would be 4. So I'm going to multiply this side of the equation times 4 and this side of the equation times 4. All right, so what do I do now? All right, well, I multiply 4 times 3/4 because I distribute that 4, okay? And 4 times 3/4 is going to give you 3x plus 4 times 1/2 would give me 2, so 2y, and then 4 times -6 would be -24. All right, what I would do now is I suggest you try it on the next one, and then just make sure that you can do it. So press pause and try it. All right, so you pressed pause and you tried it, and so you should have added 12x to both sides to get the x and the y alone on one side. And you have 12x minus 6y equals 48. So you have two equations in standard form. All right, so then it asks you and says, and then find the x and the y intercepts. All right, so this is something you're gonna have to do with every kind of function that you learn. So finding the x and y intercepts are important. X and y intercepts, again, if I look at a graph, an x-intercept is a point right on the x-axis. It's where the y value is equal to 0. So it can be anywhere on the x-axis, but it is the point where the y value is 0. And that's called the x-intercept because it intercepts. It's the point that intercepts the axis. The y-intercept would be on the y-axis. And its ordered pair is going to always be 0, comma, some value of y. So to find the x and the y-intercepts, that means that to find the x-intercept, you're going to set y equal to 0 and solve for x. And to find the y-intercept, you're going to set x equal to 0 and solve for y. So I do it like this. Not everybody does, but I make a table for myself really quickly just so I can kind of see it. So if I want to find the y-intercept, I'm going to set x equal to 0. Set x equal to 0, solve for y. Okay, so if I set x equal to 0, that means substitute 0 in. That's going to give me 3 times 0 plus 2y. So this kind of goes away, right? And I have 2y equals -24. And so then if I divide by 2, you can see that y would be -12. Okay? All right, so that's how you find the y-intercept. To find the x-intercept, you do the opposite. You let y be 0. So if y is 0, here, let me fix that. If you let y be 0 then and substitute it in, this goes away and I'd be left with 3x equals negative 24. Divide by 3. So then x would equal negative 8. And so there are my ordered pairs, 0, negative 12, and negative 8, 0. So again, to find the y-intercept, set x equal to 0. To find the x-intercept, set y equal to 0 and solve for x. All right, so I suggest you do it here. Try and find the x and the y-intercept for 12x minus 6y equals 48. Press pause and we'll see if you got it right. All right, you're back. So for the y-intercept, you set x equal to 0 and solved for y, and I got negative 8. And then y equal to 0 to find the x-intercept, solve for y, and I got 4, or x and got 4. So my ordered pair is 0, negative 8. My y-intercept, my x-intercept of 0, 4, 0. All right, hopefully that was a helpful video. Have a great day.